think you had one of the faster times on the dozers too. And I was over there watching you, man. You were getting after it. You were having a good
I
old
was
time.
I was actually really frustrated with it. I kept trying to shift up and it wouldn't go.
So you even wanted to go faster
I
than you
wanted to
would.
go faster, yeah.
That's too funny. I'm Tyler Simmons. Welcome to In the Yard, a Western States podcast. From employees with decades of experience to customers working hard in the field. Join me for conversations with some of our industry's best and brightest to hear their stories in the heavy equipment world. Episodes will drop bi-weekly, so see you in the yard. Cwentin, thank you so much for joining me today. Let's do a quick introduction of who you are and where you're working at these days.
I'm Cwentin Clifton, and I'm working for Elite Construction and Development out of Pasco.
Awesome, cool. And today you competed in the 2025 Global Operator Challenge up here in Liberty Lake, which I appreciate. Thank you for coming up. And
I
you
had
won.
fun.
Good. And you won first place.
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Huge win. So as you came up here and you were coming up to this Operator Challenge, can you tell us a little bit about what the Operator Challenge was and what you did today?
So with the excavator, we had to dig a 20-foot trench on grade with an indicate system in the excavator, and then place a log in the bottom to show that we had dug a long enough ditch on grade. And then with the dozer, we had to basically go through an obstacle course where it pushed a tire through some cones without hitting any cones, hopefully, and then knock some tennis balls off of cones and various things to get through the obstacle course without hitting cones or backing up. And then the loader, we had to put 8 tons of material in a haul truck and drive through an obstacle course with a scoop of dirt and not spill. Put forks on and pick up a log and place it, and then take the forks back off and put the bucket back on.
So we got through the wheel loader one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then the backup simulator, that was really interesting. It's so different when you can't feel what anything is doing. You're just seeing it on a screen, and so much of what we do is feel. It's almost, we can work in the dark with lights on and poor visibility and do a lot better job than we can on a screen when you have no feel. It's better to have low visibility than low feel, because everything we do is feedback related.
Yeah, isn't that kind of crazy when you go from running it, a machine all the time, and then you jump in a simulator? All of a sudden, you're really aware of what you're missing in
Yep.
that feel piece of that.
Yep.
Right?
As soon as I went to pick up the bucket, I'm used to the, even though you have the outriggers down, the machine still moves. You feel the weight of the bucket come off the ground and different things, and there's nothing. I mean, the simulator simulates, right?
Yep.
So you get some feeling of things if you bump into stuff and whatever, but it's nowhere close to being in an actual machine.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? It really kind of levels that simulator, even though it's kind of hard for a lot of, seasoned operators to jump into it. Kind of really levels the playing field really quick.
It does.
Yeah, because everybody all of a sudden has the same standard and the same thing they're playing to.
Yep.
In a very repeatable environment as well.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. So as you were looking at coming up to this event, what was the one thing you were the most nervous about?
Well, I just about didn't come because I do get really nervous, and but my wife encouraged me to come, and so I think I decided last night at about 6 that I would do it. But there wasn't really any one particular machine, just the competition and anytime you put a stopwatch on it, the nerves shoot up, and really, I've always felt like these competitions, they're fun, and you have to be a good operator, but it's really not an accurate, like, you can't say I won this, so I'm the best operator out of the 17 guys. I don't think so. There's too many variables, the nerves, all this other stuff. It's still not real. It's a simulation, and it's fun, but
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, pretty proud of you for coming up here and joining in too, and to be a part of it, and that piece of it. And it does take, I mean, it is a completely different environment, and I do think it takes a lot of guts to come up here and participate and put it all out there and see kind of in this environment with what you're doing, who is the best on that. And you came out on top, which that's something really to be proud of from that standpoint. So good work on that front.
thank you.
So Quentin, you spent a lot of time out in the field running machines today.
Yep.
What machine do you think you run the most, and did it help prepare you for today?
Yeah, I run actually excavator, dozer, and loader are my primary machines. I don't run backhoes very much. Dozer and excavator are my two favorites. And so I think just having a lot of seat time in all three of these machines really helped me so that I didn't have to think so hard about what we were doing. It just, the machines feel pretty natural. There's a few differences with the brand new machinery and some of the technology, but it obviously worked.
There you go. And I think the dozer, speaking of that one, I think you had one of the faster times on the dozers too. And I was over there watching you, man. You were getting after it. You were having a good old time.
I was actually really frustrated with it. It wouldn't shift for me. It kept sticking in a lower gear. I kept trying to shift up and it wouldn't go.
So you even wanted to go faster?
I wanted to go faster, yeah.
That's too funny. Yep. And so you mentioned here just a minute ago, this isn't your first operator challenge.
Nope.
This goes back how far for you in competing and being a part of these?
I think 2010 was my first. I think it was 2010. It might have been 2011. I don't remember exactly the year, but I remember I first competed in Pasco. That was the first competition I'd ever done, and then we came up here to Spokane. We were working in St. John at the time, so it was a short little hop up here to do the competition, and I won here. And then my buddy Steve, he went over to Montana to do another one because you had to win first place at one of the local events in order to go to the final in Boise.
Yep.
And so we both ended up in Boise, and he took first and I took second on that one in Boise.
That's a pretty cool event. And from there,
It was. And then the next one was, I think it was 2019, was maybe the first one of these global operator challenges. I'm not sure. But I competed down in Boise, and actually if I remember right, I tied for second place with somebody from D&D. We were both from Tri-Cities. And then we had a tiebreaker, and I got him on the tiebreaker. And so I ended up with second place at that one. And then this is the next one after that.
There you go. And you won this one too. So you've always been up there in the top 3 or better.
Yeah.
All right. That's something to be pretty proud of over the time from there. So as you look at, the coolest part about this one is now you get to go compete in North Carolina, right?
Is that the coolest part?
Well, after finding out you were nervous coming up here, I think I can understand the stress now to go there, right? For sure.
It'll be neat, to see, neat experience for sure. For me, I just have to not worry about my placement. Just run the machines and do my best and see where it ends up.
There you go. Are you going to do anything to prepare before you go?
I would like to find out what machines will be running and try to get a little bit of time in each of those, but that's about it.
There you go, and just spend some time getting going from there. So as you wrap up North Carolina, and that's going to be whatever story that is, and then Western States, we'll host another Global Operator Challenge. Do you think you'll come back and try to reclaim your title here?
It's really hard to predict the future. I don't know what I'll be doing between now and then. Luckily, here in the last 5 years, I've got a lot of seat time in a variety of machines, and I think that really helped me out today. But I don't know if that'll be the case for the next 3 years. So if I'm not in the seat as much, this might be my grand finale.
I love it. I love it. Perfect. Well, that's pretty awesome. Well, thank you so much, Quentin, for joining us today, and great work today
on
the challenge today, and looking forward to see what you can do in North Carolina.
Me too.
Yeah.